Before you get into the interesting and rewarding process of rooting, it is essential you know about the various terms used. That is because you would have to do some amount of reading on forums and from other sources on the internet that would use these terms frequently. Unless you know the jargon, you would not be able to make the full sense of the process involved. So what are the benefits of rooting? Rooting your device unlocks the gate to the world of custom ROMs and kernel. Once rooted, you can flash a custom ROM to run the absolute latest version of Android on your 2-year-old device, or maybe flash a custom kernel to improve battery life and gain new feature. This is perhaps the biggest incentive for many to root the Android device. Root. This means getting access to privileges for your device that are developed only by administrators. You can root your gadget through apps or through custom ROMs that facilitate such access. Rooting gives you privileged administrator access over the OS, allowing you to play around with the system files or remove them completely, and more. Bootloader. Your bootloader is the lowest level of software on your phone, running all the code that's necessary to start your operating system. Most bootloaders come locked, meaning you can't flash custom recoveries or ROMs. Unlocking your bootloader doesn't root your phone directly, but it does allow you to root or flash custom ROMs if you desire. Recovery. Your recovery is the software on your phone that lets you make backup, flash ROMs, and perform other system level tasks. The default recovery on your phone can't do much, that is stock recovery, but you can't flash a custom recovery like Clockwork, Mod, or Twerp. After you have unlocked your bootloader, that will give you much more control over device. This is often an integral part of rooting process. A stock recovery gently provides applying update over ADB, wiping cache, wiping data, or factory reset. A custom recovery provides you with full Nandroid or ADB backup, wiping Dalvik Cache, installing custom ROMs, file browse to browse internal and SD card memory. Cache. Dalvik Cache. The cache is a buffer memory where frequently used files are stored for faster retrieval. The Dalvik Cache is a directory for all programs. Dalvik Cache is a programmed cache area for the program Dalvik. Dalvik is a Java-based virtual machine that is the basis for running your programs. Fastboot. Fastboot is a special tool that is used for diagnostic and development purposes. An Android device in Fastboot mode that is connected to a computer allows you to boot images and other files to your smartphone. Other commands can also be sent to the device in Fastboot mode, such as telling it to delete certain partitions or to reboot the bootloader. Backup or Nandroid. From most third-party recoveries modules, you can make backups of your phone called Nandroid backups. It is essentially a system image of your phone, everything exactly how it is right now. That way, if you flash something that breaks your phone, you can just flash back to your most recent Android backup to return everything to normal. This is different from using an app like Titanium Backup. Flashing. Flashing essentially means installing something on your device, whether it be a ROM, a kernel, or a recovery that comes in the form of a zip file. Sometimes the rooting process requires a flashing a zip file, sometimes it doesn't. SP Flash Tool. SP Flash Tool is an application which is mainly help you to flash stock ROM, custom recovery, and fixing in some extreme cases. Firmware update, flash recovery, bricked Android device, etc. You need to load a scatter file for MTK based device for functioning. Scatter file. Scatter file contains info of device structure. It contains memory map of image file. ROM. A ROM is the main firmware or operating system that your phone runs, just like Windows 7 runs on your PC or macOS on MacBook. A ROM is the main software you interact with to use your phone. It includes all the system apps, messaging, email, phone, the launcher, the notification bar, everything really, that is. Google's Nexus line runs a stock Android ROM, while the manufacturers make significant changes to the look and feel of their ROMs before they ship them with your phone. Code-savvy developers have taken the manufacturer's code and created their own custom ROMs. These ROMs can be dramatically enhance the look and feel of your phone, and often add tons of useful features. Two very popular custom ROMs are CyanogenMod and MIUI. A ROM is made for specific model phone and comes in a flashable zip file that is installed via your custom recovery. Custom ROMs are also enriched with many useful extra features and customization options that affect the behavior of the system. Stock. While it may have different meanings based on the context, when the reference is to stock Android, it is the Google built version found on Nexus gadgets with nothing extra that is being talked about. Kernel, the component of the OS that handles the communication between the hardware and software. There are a number of custom kernels that have the capacity to speed up performance of the phone, increase battery life, and many more. Unlike a ROM, the kernel does not alter the look and feel of your phone. But it is a deeper line of code that rests beneath the surface to speak. It tells the software how to interact with the hardware. A custom kernel is a kernel that developers have added code into in order to create all sorts of new options and abilities. They might add code to make the phone's processor run at a higher speed or make the battery draw less power when the phone is in idle mode. Kernels are like the souls of the software. They can be flashed into in the custom recovery, and the files are usually called tar images or sim images. Radio or baseband or modems. The radio, baseband or modems is a firmware that allows your phone to connect to the wireless network. This firmware controls basic low-level functions of your phone like cell network connectivity, Wi-Fi and GPS. Oftentimes an updated radio or modem will help with signal strength issues, battery drain and more. The radio or modem firmware is specific to each device and carrier and is flashed via custom recovery. Bloatware. Well, all the pre-installed apps from the device manufacturer or carrier that serve absolutely no purpose or promote a service and cannot be uninstalled are called bloatwares. On rooted devices though, they can be easily uninstalled using apps from the Play Store. BusyBox. BusyBox is an application that provides a standard set of unique tools. The default toolbox provided by Android is limited, so BusyBox is required to allow rooted ROMs or apps to use advanced Unix features. Bootloop. When your system recycles over and over without entering the main OS, your system is stuck in boot loop and the phone is said to be boot looping. This may happen if you do not follow instructions. At other times, boot loops are caused by defects in the software code. Usually, developers who are aware of this problem include boot loop patches that must be flashed after you flash the custom ROM. GApps. GApps are basically all the Google apps, including the Play Store and Gmail. For legal reasons, these apps are not standard part of custom ROMs, but must be installed separately at the same time as flashing a ROM. Fortunately, there are plenty of simple GApps installers that streamline the process. Brick. A brick is when your phone won't recover from a bad routing or flashing process. Your device becomes unresponsive and unable to be restored, essentially making it a brick or a very expensive paperweight. Breaking your phone usually happens when you do not allow instructions carefully or if it does not allow for root. Breaking your phone is a real possibility and risk in rooting and modding your phone, but it is very rare to occur and most unlikely to occur if you simply follow the instructions. Superuser. Superuser, since Android is a Linux-based operating system, Linux has something called root access. By rooting your Android phone, you gain Superuser access. The Superuser or root user is a special user account for system administration. Superuser is also the name of an app which lets you grant or deny Superuser privileges to other apps. Overclock or Underclock. This means that you have uninstalled a custom kernel, overclock or underclock. This means that you have installed a custom kernel that has allowed you to speed up or slow down your phone's processor speed. Most phones are clocked at a certain processor speed, that is 2.4 MHz. But if you overclock it, you are allowing your process to push the limits by working at a higher speed. Overclocking will make your phone perform faster, but often comes at the expense of battery life. Underclocking does the exact opposite of overclocking. It makes your processor perform at a lower speed, slowing down perceived performance but helps increase battery life. Android SDK. Android SDK is a software development kit written by Google that enables developers to create applications for the Android platform. The Android SDK includes sample projects with source code, development tools, and emulator and required libraries to build an Android application. ADB. ADB stands for Advanced Debug Bridge, which is a tool that comes in Android SDK. ADB lets you modify your device via a PC command line. ADB is mainly for developers to create and test their apps, but it can also be used by curious hackers to access your phone from your computer and run some commands via computer's command prompt. SOF. HTC phones use a feature called signature verification in HBoot, their bootloader. By default, your phone has S on, which means it blocks you from flashing radio images, the code that manages your data, Wi-Fi and GPS connections. Switching your phone to S-off lets you flash new radios. Routing doesn't require S-off, but many routing tools will give you S-off in addition to root access, which is nice. RUU, SBF and OPS. ROM upgrade utilities for HTC phones, system boot files for Motorola mobile phones, and OPS and PIT files for Samsung phones are files direct from the manufacturer that change the software on your phone. RUU and SBF files are how the manufacturers deliver you over the air updates, and modders often post leaked RUU and SBF files for flashing when the updates haven't been released yet. They are also handy when downgrading your phone. If a routing method isn't available for the newest software version yet, you can flash RUUs right from your HTC phone, but Motorola users will need a window program called RSD Lite to flash SBF files, and Samsung users will need a tool called Odin or flash ops and PIT files. Nightly build. Nightly builds are automatically created versions of custom ROM, which adds the most recent changes to the code base each and every day. These fixes, updates and new features can be accessed and flashed nightly by those who want to test them out. Since they are created automatically, they are not checked for errors or bugs. As such, they are not recommended for daily use, but more for error checking and debugging. They are typically referred to as the bleeding edge because they are unstable and unreliable, but they have the very latest features in them. For this reason, they are not recommended for beginners. So these are the Android terms you want to know when you root your mobile phone. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please like, comment and share this video. Subscribe Techknow Expert for more videos such like these. If you have any queries regarding these Android terms, please do comment in the comment section below. We will be right back at you. So this is Techknow Expert signing it off.